What's going on, everyone? My name is Ocean. Today, Xbox and PS4 users finally get the long-awaited 1.3 update. If you enjoy the video, be sure to like and subscribe. Any support is greatly appreciated. Anyways, there's lots to cover, so let's jump right into it. Starting off with crossplay. Today, PS4 and Xbox players will be matched up in the same servers. You can find teammates on both consoles when looking for random players. However, invites only currently work for players using their own platforms. This means that if you're an Xbox player, you can only invite friends that are on Xbox. But this could change in the future. I think the addition of crossplay for console players will greatly improve the overall state of the game, as match search times will be significantly faster. Also, the servers will definitely be more populated. No more joining games that only have half a server, so expect your future matches to be more consistently intense. Moving on to the new AI variations in-game. With the previous update 1.2, we saw the introduction of new AI grunts, like the prison-themed grunts and just overall more variation in the basic AI. Now with update 1.3, there are two new AI additions to the game. The first is called the Grunt Doctor, and the second is CONCERTINA Armored. With the Grunt Doctor, he will deal poison damage. And another cool addition is that when he dies, he drops a usable health kit. This could give rise to some interesting gameplay as well as just improving the quality of life in-game. Because we all know that it's difficult to find a health pack when you really need it. With this new Grunt Doctor, you will be able to kill them and spawn a health pack for you and your partner. Now with the CONCERTINA Armored, essentially we have Armored that will now cause bleed damage if you get too close. However, it should be noted that upon death of a CONCERTINA Armored, you will not get cut by walking over his body. This fact was confirmed in a past developer update video. Another addition to the map rotation is a new time of day. This time of day is basically a sunset version of the two maps in-game. With this new time of day, it will give rise to some more dynamic lighting. Some areas could be darker while others might be lit up quite a bit. Like if you're in a building, it will be almost nighttime. But outdoors in an open field, it'll be pretty bright. I think this is a great addition to the game, and I hope they add more times a day in the future. Like maybe sunrise or maybe a rain shower in the day. Now the next piece of news about update 1.3 is the new equipment that was added. With this update brings two new weapon variants, the MARTINI Henry Marksman and the MOSIN NAGANT OBREZ drum. The MARTINI Henry Marksman is essentially just adding a long-range scope to the single-shot rifle, which will greatly increase the overall accuracy and range. And with the MOSIN variant, the drum attachment increases the amount of bullets you can fire before reloading. This variant will not increase the number of bullets you can carry. You will start with 15 bullets in one magazine, and you will have to rely on ammo stations or ammo crates to get more bullets. This next addition, in my opinion, will greatly change the way you play with the Winfield. This update brings a new trait called levering, which will allow you to quick fire the Winfield. This trait is basically fanning but for lever action rifles. This trait will make the Winfield way more deadly in close quarter shootouts. Now I never really could get into the Winfield before this update, as I would always go for a more powerful rifle such as the MOSIN or the Lebel. But with the introduction of the levering trait, I'll definitely be using the Winfield more. There is a new tool being introduced into the game called the DECOY fuse. Now this decoy fuse can be used to trick enemy players into thinking you are throwing a dynamite bundle or an explosive of some kind. This fuse is pretty much used to confuse enemy players and can also be used to distract AI and even blow up explosive barrels. Now speaking of weapons, there have been some reworks to the existing weapons in the game. The AVTOMAT gets a new look and overall gameplay rework with this update, making it harder to control at range with a slightly increased rate of fire, while also adding a slight ear-ringing effect when you shoot any weapon too fast. This ear-ringing effect will basically impair your hearing significantly if you spam fire any weapon. Like with full autoing the AVTOMAT, fanning a pistol, or levering the Winfield very fast. This addition will help balance out the gameplay in my opinion. If you hear someone full autoing or fanning, then you know you could reposition without them hearing your footsteps, which could also give you the upper hand in some situations. Next, we see improvement of the death screen and lobby in this update. The new death screen will show more details about your killer, highlighting the enemy player's hunter as well as their gear loadout. On this new death screen, there will also be a report player button that makes reporting suspected cheaters easier than before. With the updates to the lobby, you can essentially look at your partner's loadout and hunter in more detail. With this update also comes the introduction of new legendary hunters as well as new legendary weapon skins. There are several paid DLC hunters you can buy, so be sure to check out the new store to see the new paid DLC. But there is also a new hunter that you can grind towards and pay with blood bonds. This hunter is called the REDNECK. I can definitely see a lot of players running around with this guy in the future. Now ending the video with some random fixes and adjustments to the game. We see some audio adjustments to Hunter's footsteps, which will adjust the overall pitch of footsteps to sound slightly higher for teammates and slightly lower for enemies. So this means that you won't be confusing your own teammates' footsteps for the enemy's footsteps anymore. Another audio adjustment is that the audible distance you can hear branches breaking has been increased. So if someone walks over a branch in the woods, the sound will travel way further than before. Anyways, that's all I got for you guys today. Let me know what you think about the new update in the comments below. And if you enjoyed the video, please be sure to hit that subscribe button. I'm planning on uploading more videos like this in the future, as well as some random gaming videos. Check out my latest Call of Duty Funny Moments video if you haven't already. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.